career in technology, I recommend Bethel Tech, and I'm not alone. Here's what Brendan said. Before Bethel Tech, I was driving Uber. Within 4 months of graduating, I got a job paying $60,000. About 2 years after that, I got a remote job that pays me $130,000. All thanks to what I learned at Bethel Tech. You could be next. Get started today at BethelTech.net and get $1,000 to $2,500 off of your tuition. Again, it's BethelTech.net/Ken Coleman.
this was the most difficult part.
I would say saying no. And
For 4 years.
yes, for 4 years.
To a lot of things,
Yeah.
like vacations. This
Yeah.
is coming to Nashville is our first kind of big family vacation. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that fear of missing out is real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it worth it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
How do you feel now?
Just absolutely, like, chains broken off. Like, I don't have to continue to look over my shoulder. Like, someone's really trying to collect debt from me or something.
Way to go. You guys are powerful. That's a steady grind, and you pushed it all the way through. Very well done. Very heroic. Very mature.
Yeah.
Quite the opposite of what we were talking about a while ago. So very, very well done. Excellent job, guys. And now you got the whole rest of your life for vacations. You got the whole rest of your life to say yes instead of no. Because you don't have these payments hanging over your head. So you got yourself free. You got free of the chains, as you said. So well done. All right, let's bring the kiddos into the shot. We've got a copy of Baby Steps Millionaires for you. How ordinary people build extraordinary wealth. How you can too, because that is going to be the next chapter in your story for sure. So what are their names and ages?
This is Hezekiah. He is 8 years old. This is Ezekiel. He's 9. Zechariah. He's 7. And Susanna, she's 4.
9-8 or 9-7 or I'm sorry, yeah, 9-8-7. The 3 boys. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Mom, I see you. I see you. And then add sweet little girl at the end. But man, that's awesome. Congrats, you guys.
I like it. Way to go, you guys. Also got a copy of Total Money Makeover for you to give away to somebody and show them how to do what you've done. That book's about 8 million copies out there now. So way to go, you guys. We're very, very proud of you. You're an impressive young couple. Way to go, way to go. And that's a great family tree right there. You have changed and you have done it. So good stuff. Martin and Stephanie, Ezekiel, Hezekiah, Zechariah, and Susanna from the Chicago area. $140,000 paid off in 4 years and 2 months, making 85 to 118. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1.
We're debt-free! We're on vacation. That is awesomeness. Guys, I gotta tell you, there's a lot of babies there and coming home while they're doing all of that. Was a very busy little family.
Oh,
And he loses, gets back up, goes out there, adapts, scratches claws for something new, ends up with a raise, ends up
Yeah.
making more money than he did before. That's the way it usually works.
yeah.
If you're thinking this way, if you're thinking I've got to go get something to win, and scratching and clawing, sold the car, they went down to 1 car this time, and man, that's sacrificing to win. And the thing is, then you do win.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, incredible. Absolutely incredible. I see that mom being home with all 4. I'm like, and it's exhausting. Like he's out working. I mean, it's a lot of life, but you just changed it completely because of your decision. So well done, you guys. Congrats.
This is the Ramsey Show.
inside, it would make it so easy. So
This is a high-end piece, though.
yes, so
very
we
nice wallet.
went through
Authentic
and
leather.
yes, so we decided to partner with Join, who's an incredible organization out of India, and they make leather good products, so everything from purses and different things. And so we partnered with them. We had to create.
And they give people jobs that otherwise would be on the fringes.
Yes, they take people out,
Struggling.
yes, out of parts of give them trade and work and skill and all of it. So they're incredible, and the product they make is incredible. So we are so happy to partner with them. And so the wallet, it's been great too. I mean, people, it's so fun, especially on social media, to see people use it because they'll tag me in their posts and stuff. But I'm like, I love it because it's, especially if you're first, but if you're budgeting for the first time and you're in the first few months of it, for sure, that envelope system, it helps you. It helps you stay accountable. Yes, cash these days, it can be more inconvenient than ever before, but being able to see and be accountable to what exactly is going out to restaurants or groceries or whatever else you're spending money on, it keeps you on pace. So the wallet is out, the new color. So there's black, brown, we have tan, and then this new color.
And this is a limited quantity just for the spring. When
Yes.
it's gone, it's gone.
Yep, exactly.
We're not going to leave this color in the
No, so if you love a shiny, beautiful
kind of champagne
champagne color, you need to get it. It's so pretty.
$68 for these. This again is a very nice, high-end, authentic leather product. You will be impressed. It's, people are
And it's an area
very happy with it.
for your change. There's 10 card slots inside, so it just gives you all the functionality, everything you need.
Very good. So you can put your hand and carry permit in those slots.
I might. You never know. Hey, can I just do something off the cuff?
Yeah, sure.
I was on Twitter during the break.
Yep.
Yo, Ice-T,
Iced tea.
he was trending. I was like, why is he trending?
Iced tea
so I
hasn't trended in a while.
clicked on his Twitter and he said, I was robbed at a gas station in New Jersey last night. After my hands stopped trembling, I managed to call the cops and they were able to calm me down, but my money's gone. The police asked me if I know who did it, and I said, yes, pump number 9.
Well done.
Made me laugh. I was like, I
Well
think that's
played.
funny.
Well
That's
played.
funny. And true. Sounds
Yes, definitely. Our question of the day comes from Blinds.com. They have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means even if you mismeasure, you pick the wrong color, they'll remake your window blinds for free. Free samples, free shipping. With the 2 new promos they run every month, you'll save even more. Use the promo code Ramsey to get the best possible deal.
rules and restrictions apply. So today's question comes from Lexi in Texas. I didn't finish it out. It's on the script. Last year, I started a real estate career and very quickly became successful. So far, I've closed 22 transactions and have 4 more to close this month.
Way
I
to
have
go, Lexi!
made more money than I have earned in my past jobs. I have $18,000 in savings, personal loans of $10,000, a $44,000 car loan, and my mortgage is $190,000. I am deathly afraid to give up my savings, and I am even more scared about doing things wrong. I want my kids to have the best, and I do not want to struggle doing it. How do I get started? It's a lot, Lexi, but yeah, congrats. Amazing. What a great job to be in right now. It's real estate, especially when you are the agent. It's awesome. So yeah, your $18,000 in savings. I mean, I would today, depending, and you didn't say how much you made in a year, even though you said you've made more than you have in your past jobs, which is awesome. I mean, I would consider selling the car. $44,000 car loan, that's a lot. So consider selling that. But depending on what you can get, the car market's insane right now, so you'd have to run the numbers on that. But I would definitely take money out of my savings. You have $18,000 in savings. Go ahead and pay off your personal loans, and then you can just start checking away at that car loan as well if you choose not to sell. But that,
Or even
that's
if you
would be
do
the first
choose to
step.
sell and you move in half.
Yeah.
Because Lexi, here's the thing. You're in the real estate business. 22 transactions, you're doing a lot of volume. You're doing a lot of driving. And it's bad driving. It's hard on the car. And so you are destroying whatever you drive. And to destroy a $55,000 or $50,000 car in the real estate business is silly. When a really, really nice 7 Series Beamer or Mercedes or Cadillac will do just fine, and you can get a really nice one for 20 grand. And 99% of people walking around can't tell the difference in a 4-year-old Beamer 7 Series or a brand new one. I mean, they really don't know. And so I'm not trying to impress anybody. Nobody buys a house from you because of the car you drive. You just need something that looks reasonably prosperous and that is reasonably reliable. And that's what you need. Or if you're driving an SUV, that's fine too, but move down, girl. You're destroying an expensive car. Even if it was paid for, I would tell you to do this. I wouldn't tell you to drive a $50,000 or $60,000 car in the real estate business. I wouldn't do it. It's a bad use of money. If you want a car like that, you got extra money laying around, you want to leave it in the driveway, fine, but I wouldn't use it in the real estate business. You're making enough money to not be scared. 22 transactions, you're doing fine. You are the secret sauce to this equation, and you are very good. You're doing a great job. Norma is with us. Norma is in Memphis. Hi, Norma. How are you?
Hi, Dave. I'm great. And you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Well, first of all, thank you for taking my call. I have a question about whether or not it's a calling, and it's a full-time position, and I'm wondering if I should take the job and keep the business, or take the job and let the business go. It's really tough because this business has been my baby, and now I'm at a tug of war here. But the business is hard part-time, so what would you do?
And Norma, do you see your business though as a level of ministry, that you can be in ministry and serve and it not be quote unquote in a church or something, right? Like, but I'm assuming the position you have at this church is something you would rather do that than your consulting business. Is that right?
Yes. I see my business as a ministry to small children, but I'm also called to evangelism. And this is an outreach ministry. It's not, it's not in the four walls of the church. And it's a great opportunity, but in order for me to keep my business, I would have to hire more teachers, which I plan to do that anyway, because I've grown tired of trying to do everything. Because right now, I'm wearing myself pretty thin.
I think you're about to wear yourself even thinner.
Okay.
I think you've already made your decision. Realistically, let's talk about this. 10 years from today, you're running this, the current business with 5 employees as a side gig while you're in full-time ministry doing evangelism. That sounds like you have no life left after those 2 things.
Yeah, and I'm a wife and a mom too. I have 3 children.
Yeah, there's another ministry. Yeah. I think you're probably an evangelist. I think that this other one has served its purpose and you're done. Just listening to you. It's a quick answer on the radio, so that's dangerous. But I don't know how you're going to maintain all 3 different areas of your life at a high quality. That puts this hour of the Ramsey Show in the books.
Hey, it's Rachel Cruz, co-host on The Ramsey Show. If you want to do your debt-free screening live on the show, visit RamseySolutions.com/debt-free screening. We'd love for you to come to Nashville and tell Dave your story. That's RamseySolutions.com/debt-free screening.
You can have money and a career. You are the hero in your story. Live from the headquarters of Ramsey Solutions, it's the Ramsey Show, where debt is dumb, cash is king, and the paid-off home mortgage has taken the place of the BMW as the status symbol of choice. Rachel Cruz, Ramsey personality, best-selling author, is my co-host today as we answer your questions. This is what we do here. We help people build wealth, do work they love, and create amazing relationships. And we need to stop just a second and just say thank you to all of you out there. The success of things that have happened around here over the last decade or so, well, 30 years in the making, but the last decade has just been mind-blowing. Thank you. Our podcast of this show is now in the top 5 podcasts in the world. Over 1 billion downloads. That's kind of mind-blowing. There's about 20 million of you out there listening right now to the podcast, the radio show, the YouTube version of this show, which are all out there every day. And thank you for that. We appreciate you. We're glad you're there. We want to help you with work you love. We want to help you with amazing relationships. We want to help you build wealth. And we have wanted to do that for a long time, and we have done a lot of it, but we'll continue to do it around here. It is what we do. We're very good at it, and we're really thankful that you're here with us. Also, side note, if you didn't know, we're seeing a whole bunch of folks around right now around spring break coming by. They're visiting Nashville for different things. And anytime you're in the Nashville area, if you want to come hang out and watch the show, we do it live every day for 3 hours. And it's on the glass in our lobby. We have a big, beautiful customer service area, customer experience area, and with free cookies and coffee and a whole area with the history of the company and a bookstore and all this stuff, and you get to sit and watch the show. And which when I'm on by myself is pretty much like watching ugly paint dry. But you can come. We'd love to have you anytime, and people do. We've usually got 50 to 200 folks sitting out here in the lobby watching the show. Doesn't cost a thing. You don't even have to make a reservation. You're just welcome to come. You might want to check and make sure we're open or something's going on or something, but we're here almost every day of the weekdays.
If you want to see Dave, make sure you ask. Sometimes people come like, we came to see Dave, and we're like, we're so sorry he's not here.
You didn't miss much, but the experience is worth it. I'm not counting all that. So come by the Ramsey Solutions headquarters. We're in beautiful Franklin, Tennessee, which is about 12 miles south of downtown Nashville, one of the hottest cities in America today. And Franklin is a beautiful old southern town and a square. It's just a walking area, very, very high end, very nice, and we're just right around that area. So we'd love to have you come visit anytime. Open phones at 888-825-5225. Sage is in Salt Lake City, Utah. Hi, Sage. What's up?
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
My husband and I are almost done with baby step number 2. We got into a car lease about 2 years ago.
I heard that hesitation, Sage.
Yeah, but we didn't agree with it. We didn't agree about it, but it got done.
It happens, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So where are we going now?
So now we're just trying to, because it's really hard to get out of the lease. There's not very many options. So we're going to be finished. We're just looking forward for our next step. It'll come to an end in December. And this is kind of our last thing I pay off before we can really go on to baby step number 3. And I know at the end of the week we can buy, sell, or trade it again. And we were considering buying it out because actually the worth, with the car prices, it is actually worth a lot more than the dealer has us locked into.
Okay, so what is the buyout price in December?
It'll be $14,000.
You're gonna have the money?
We will either, and I'm saying if we're gonna buy out, then we want to try to save up for that now.
Yes. I'm asking, are you gonna have the money?
By December, we could.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your question?
So I guess my question is what's the best thing to do, because it's also worth $24,000. Do we buy it, sell it? Do we?
You like it? find things with motors and wheels because they go down in value. I know for the last 6 months they've not gone down in value, but this is the first time in the history of the world that's not happened. It won't continue. So these are depreciating assets. A lot tied up in rolling stock. But if you told me it's a $50,000 car, I'd be telling you to sell it, making 60. Okay, but if you want to keep it and pay 14 off, and that's your last debt, you're debt free, 2 cars, 2 nice cars, and you make $60,000 a year in December. I'm in. What do you think, Rachel?
I mean, absolutely. What do you want to do, Sage? What sounds good to you? I just felt some hesitation on, even you asking the question. What's your good? What do you want to do?
Do you have the money?
No. So we have to, yeah. So
As soon as you have the money to do it, you can call them and ask for an early buyout, and it'll be remotely similar to $14,000.
Okay.
And it might be
Okay.
it might be 13.8 or something this month, because there is it's not an interest rate technically speaking, but it's called cost of capital. But your early buyout is going down. Actually, more than 14, because it's like an early payoff on a loan. You're not having to pay the interest, although it's not technically interest. You're technically renting the car, and you technically don't have an interest rate, so you don't even know how they're calculating it, which is one of the beauties for them. But anyway, yeah. If you get up to 14,000 or something in a pocket, but never call them and ask for a early buyout. Send them a check whistle for the title.
And then the other option, though, is if you don't buy it.
I would buy it, even turn around and resell it. It sounds like there's a $10,000 profit on the table.
Yeah, for what it was worth. Yeah.
Even if you're going to turn around and sell it and move down with cash.
Yeah.
If you sell it for 24 and you went and bought something for 15,
Yeah.
that's okay too. But if you like the car, it's better as well. Just pay off again.
And then Sage, for the fun of it, to just jump sort of maybe some 30, since I know you guys are itching to get out of this. I figure, boys, there's an option just to settle in at 10 grand to the emergency fund and drive a $15,000 car. If they have the cash, get it on us.
Send the cash in.
We'll do it.
We get the cash. So, right.
Yeah.
This is the Ramsey Show. If you're not using Pure Talk for your wireless, you're paying too much. Pure Talk gives you the same great 5G coverage on the same 5G network as we're going to the big guys for half the cost. The average family saves over $800 a year. Go to puretalk.com and choose the affordable plan that's right for you. With their 30-day risk-free guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Go to puretalk.com and enter the promo code Ramsey to save 50% off your first month. Millions of people get to the end of the month and have no idea where their money went. Too much month left at the end of the money. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. Guys, you can be in control of your money, but you have to be the one to tell it where to go. That means getting on the B word, a budget. Give every dollar a name, every dollar a job to do, and you do it every single month. The best way to do that is with the world's best budgeting app, Every Dollar. You can make your budget work, plan your expenses, track your spending, clearly see where your money's going. It's all free. Living on a budget puts you in control of your money. Start budgeting for free by visiting RamseySolutions.com/everydollar. RamseySolutions.com/everydollar. Rachel is in San Jose, California. Hi, Rachel. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Thanks for taking my call. How are you?
Sure, better than I deserve. What's up?
and I've been listening to you since I've been in community college, so it's kind of cool to be on the show. But my question is how to save money for a master's program, specifically an MBA. I plan on going back to school within the next 3 years, and the program I'm looking at will be around $150,000 to $200,000.
Why for an MBA?
Good night.
Why would you pay that for an MBA?
It's a pretty prestigious school, and it's just always.
I couldn't give a crap less. That's ridiculous. There's no MBA on the planet worth 150 grand. No.
Rachel, what's your why for getting it? What's like the end goal? You're getting an MBA to do what?
I want to be a leader in supply chain and just be more well-rounded. I know within the field I'm in, it's not necessarily required, but I've always enjoyed school, and hopefully by the time I get to that point, I can afford it, and it's not too much of a strain on my budget.
How much do you make a year?
Well, I'm right now making about 80, but I just signed for a new job, and I'll be making around 150. And the sign-on bonus will hopefully clear my debt. I have about 30,000 in loans and debt, so half of it's in my car, and half of it's in student loans. So
Way
once
to
I get
go!
the sign-on bonus,
And where is? Do you have a degree in supply chain?
I actually studied finance, but I landed a job in supply chain, and I actually really loved it.
And you're doing great. Okay, so where is your finance degree from? What school?
Rachel,
That's exactly my point.
you're making $6,000.
You're making
I'm sorry.
$150,000 a year.
6 figures.
You're making $150,000 a year from a $30,000 undergraduate finance degree, and the fact that you're a hustler and you're smart and you know how to grind, and you jumped over into supply chain, which is a hot career field, especially right now. You've done everything smart to this point until somebody told you that where you went to school mattered, and it does not. There is zero hard data on the planet that says where you go to school matters. And you're proof of that.
That's true.
You're proof of that.
Yeah.
You should pay 20 grand for an MBA.
Yeah, the program, actually the company I'm working for does sponsor like master's programs. That's the one I'm looking at full time.
They're going to pay for it.
No, I
They're going to pay for you to go to school and get your MBA.
yeah,
But it's just not the school you picked out.
right.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I don't know if we have a way to do this or not. I want you to watch Borrowed Future, our documentary on student loan debt tonight. I want you to watch it. 200,000 people have watched it on Google Play, on Apple TV, on Amazon Prime. And Kelly, can we give her a code to watch Borrowed Future? We can? Okay, good. I'm going to give it to you. That way you don't have to pay for the rental even. Okay, we'll give you a promo code, and you can watch it for free as my gift. All right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to sign up to get a free MBA that your company that pays you $150,000 a year to do supply chain is going to pay for at a school, because I got to tell you, no one cares where you went to school out here in the real world. All they know is you got an MBA. That's all they know.
Right.
That's all they know. I got probably 40 or 50, maybe 60 MBAs working here at Ramsey. I couldn't tell you where a single one of them went to school. And by the way, I didn't even hire them because they had an MBA. I hired them because they passed our stringent interview process, and they proved to be very studly people. And they fit into the Ramsey program here. Now, when I'm sitting and talking to them, and I know they have an MBA, it's helpful because I know how to communicate, because MBAs have a certain critical thinking skill thing that is pretty much germane to all of your fields of study. But oh my gosh, I love it. I want you to go get the MBA, and I love that you like studying. But please, 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 please learn something from your finance degree. It's called return on investment. You will make zero more money for spending $150 than you will get in the free one that your work will pay for. Please.
You're right, Dave.
I'm begging.
I was like, Dave's begging for.
Please, please, please don't do this. But
here's the mindset, and I feel like, Rachel, that you're in, that I we hear it a lot though, is when you're in that academic world and you love school. I mean, she said, I love studying, I love, I want to get my MBA, all of these things, and you kind of get into that sector of life where that's where people go. People do applaud the nice school. Like I understand, Rachel, how you got there, because it makes sense, and I think that there are people out there that put things on a pedestal and all of that. But but you gotta get out the reality. Here's the reality. The reality is, getting an MBA is great when you can pay for it. And the fact that your company will will completely pay for it. It's free. It's free.
Rachel, you are amazing. You're the secret sauce.
Not the MBA.
Not the degree, and certainly not where you got the degree. I mean, I've never gone to a doctor and I go, where'd you go to school? I've never gone to a lawyer. Where'd you go to school? I've never asked him. Never asked him. I've never hired an accountant. I said, where'd you go to school? I've hardly ever heard an employee. If I ask them where they went to school in the interview, it's just as a matter of conversation. But I've never hired someone that went to X school over went to Y school.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, around here, it's kind of works against you.
People that went to community college and paid for it, we're like, you're so
Works your butt off. Yeah, you're one of us. Yeah, you're blue collar. You get her done, baby. You leave the cave, kill something, and drag it home. You're one of us. Yeah, that's right. Versus I paid, a bazillion dollars for a degree in left-handed puppetry. Oh my gosh. So Rachel, you just got so much on the ball. You're just such a sharp young woman. I'm just begging you not to make that mistake. Hang on, Kelly will give you a copy or give you a code so you can watch Borrowed Future. Seth Godin, our friend, is one of the leading marketing minds on the planet, will go off on these famous schools. And he's Mr. Data. I mean, he's checked all the data on all of this, and he thinks it's the biggest prestigious schools with the biggest scam on the planet for what they cost. Now, if you get to go for free, you have a cousin that went to Vanderbilt, 100% free, free ride, very smart, got a, salutatorian, valedictorian type scholarship. Sure, go. But you don't need to pay 10x for the same set of education because of where
it
you're
is
going to school. That's a really bad plan, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Ramsey Show. If you're looking for ways to update your home without blowing the budget, I've got it. For years, I've been telling you about our friends at Blinds.com. Blinds.com makes it simple to shop top quality blinds, shades, and interior shutters from home with easy online ordering and free shipping. With Blinds.com, there's no need to renovate your entire home. Just change out what's on your window with upscale choices like faux wood blinds, cellular and roller shades, or even outdoor shades. Plus, Blinds.com guarantees the perfect fit, whether you do it yourself or you have them measure and install everything for you. Shop their latest looks and see how much you can save at Blinds.com today. The easy and affordable way to make your home more beautiful is Blinds.com. Rachel Cruz, Ramsey Personality, is my co-host this day on The Ramsey Show. She's a New York Times best-selling author 3 times over. Her latest book, Know Yourself, Know Your Money, also there, also a #1 bestseller, so be sure to check it out. Nathan is with us on the debt-free stage right here in the lobby of Ramsey Solutions. Hey, Nathan, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I am better than I deserve, sir. So where do you live?
I live in Springdale, Arkansas, but I grew up in Texas.
Cool. Well, welcome to Nashville. Good to have you. And you're here to do a debt-free scream. How much did you pay off?
I paid off $55,000 worth of student loans.
Cool. How long did this take you?
Took me 20 months.
Good for you. And your range of income there?
It started at $35,000 and I bumped it up all the way to $63,000 working 2 jobs.
Cool. Good for you. What do you do for a living?
I teach middle school PE, coach high school swimming, and then in the evenings and overnights, I stock shelves at a local grocery store.
Wow, you're getting it.
Yes, kind of had to.
Had to knock it out, huh?
Yes.
So how long you been out of school?
I've been out of school, so I graduated in 2014, so it's been a while since I've been out, but I really started following the FPU, following the principles for the past 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, so 20 months, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you went through the class, Financial Peace University?
Yeah, so long story short, one of the teachers where I work at, her and her family were doing FPU through the church. The church was offering it to anyone in the community that wanted to do it. And
Wow.
she said, you need to get on this because that meter of a car that you're driving on is kind of pitiful and you need to do something about it. And I was like, well, I have student loans. And she's like, well, you need to do this FPU course. Like, have you heard of Dave Ramsey? I was like, yes. And she's like, well, this course is free. You need to sign up. So I signed up.
Church had it completely free.
Yes, had it completely
Wonderful,
free.
wonderful church.
And like, I'm not a member of that church, but they were just like, we want to help the community. And when we help the community, it's going to come back and invest in itself, so to speak. And so I signed up. I went every Wednesday, joined it, and it was probably the first time in my life that I have ever had a conversation about finances. A little bit about me. I was adopted. I was an international adoptee, but when I came to the States, for a while, I was in and out of foster care. So it was something that I had no idea to do, how to handle finances. And for a long time, I wouldn't say I pitied myself, but there was lots of times where I didn't feel empowered. I didn't feel like I had the tools to equip me. And thankfully, you know, a God thing, I signed up for FPU and I really kind of got going with it. And then the pandemic happened and I was like, this is my time, this is my opportunity, because for a year I didn't do anything with FPU. And then when the pandemic hit, the FPU workbook was sitting kind of in the corner of my apartment, and as you kind of say, when the tides roll back, you find out who's skinny dipping, and I found out that I was skinny dipping, and I needed to do something about it, and that was my moment. That was the moment of like, I'm sitting here, what do I want to do with my life? And I wanted to be financially peaceful, and I really went back and started listening to your podcasts, started reading your books, and just really put myself around any tool that I can put myself around to help me better myself.
That's amazing. Your story's incredible because a lot of people that can be in your position easily can take that seat of, look what's happened to me. You know, that's a tough story. So the fact that you just been so proactive in your life and said, no, I want to do this. So that's pretty amazing. So for you, what was the thing that helped get us to that point now that they have some level of their story that's been difficult and hard, but they're listening to you and they think, okay, I can do this. And what were a few things that really helped out with it?
The first thing was getting over myself. I think I had plenty of opportunities to give myself excuses, but I realized those excuses weren't going to pay the bills. Those excuses were going to help me get to a better position in life. I knew that I had to help myself. And me helping myself was getting over the fact that I needed to do something about it. So I stopped being a victim. I wanted to be a victor. I know you kind of talked about it on your show, and that really like hit me. But I was like, you know, I can win. Like, why can't I not win? You know, it's right. There is a way. And I always resort back to the Bible verse, Psalms 27:10, where it says, even if my parents forsake me, God is going to take care of me. You know, and I see that as a testament of my own life. That God is taking care of me. And, you know, it's things that I need to do for myself. And getting that. So getting over myself
God has given us. And so everyone who understood what I was doing and the sacrifices that I was making when I had to say no to certain trips or just certain events, it was tough, but you know, they respected me and they understood what I was trying to do because they know that they weren't going to help me and I needed to do what I needed to do.
Yeah. So who are the people on your right?
So these are the people, the Duns, they took me in when I was in college. I lived with them, but they were my youth ministers. And then this is Devin. He's the one I invited to come to FPU with. And we've been best of friends since we've gone to church. And it's just someone I'm able to kind of bounce ideas off of and trying to prepare for my future, going after baby step 4 and just looking forward to, you know, completing baby step 3B. And
Called a good friend.
I know. It's great.
Good. Well done, Nathan. Good job, man. You're a hero. Well done, well done. I'm proud of you.
well, thank you.
Good stuff. We got a copy of Baby Steps Millionaires for you. How Ordinary People Build Extraordinary Wealth. How you can too. It's a #1 bestseller, and that's your next chapter in your story for sure. We are declaring that right now. Also, a copy of the Total Money Makeover you can give away because I'm sure you've been yakking about this and somebody needs a copy of it. Or you've been talking about it to somebody, and you can show them how to take these next steps and move through the process. So, very, very well done, sir. Very proud of you.
It's pretty. How old are you, Nathan?
I'm 29.
29.
Yeah.
Debt free at 29.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where that's when you can look ahead in 30 years and be like, dang, that decision I made changed everything, and I'm so excited for
Well,
you.
when I look at a lot of my friends, I look at people who are my age, and like I'm talking about, hey, well, like how does your retirement account look like? And they're just ghosts. Like something hit them where it just the color drained their face. And it's like I ask those people that question. It's like I don't want to be that person. I want to be that person where I know what it's gonna look like for me down the road.
Yeah.
You know, and it's heartbreaking to hear that. And I just know that for myself, I want to have that sure answer of what's it going to look like for me later down the road, and that's kind of sacrificing now for what's to come.
Yeah. Well done, sir. Very, very well done. All right, Nathan from Fayetteville, Arkansas. $55,000 paid off in 20 months, making 35 to 63 with the side hustles. Wonderful job, debt-free, student loans and everything. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. I'm debt free.
That's how it's done. Woo! I hear a story like this. I always think of Condoleezza Rice's saying, and I quoted her in her whole story, really, in Baby Steps Millionaires. It doesn't matter where you came from. All that matters is where you're going. Because everybody came from something.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't matter whether it was awesome or whether it wasn't awesome. You came from it. What matters is where you're going.
Well, especially when